Defining success. Yes, you get to define your own. This is the Think Your Reality podcast, episode 33. Hang on, here we go.
Your destiny is by your design. Getting what you want in your professional life is gained by following a series of steps created by your mindset. Are you ready to start the journey? This is the Think Your Reality podcast. Here's Mike Sims.
Hey, it's Michael, and this is the Think Your Reality podcast. Again, thank you so much for allowing me to spend some time with you, and really hoping that you get some sort of direction and inspiration for what we discuss here on the podcast. So again, I appreciate your time, and I'm glad you're here. So what is your definition of success? How do you measure how you are doing and when you have arrived? I'll tell you, mine personally is defined by having a lot of time to spend with family and friends. It's where I get the most joy in my life. I also have a great affinity, a great affection for classic American cars, and I would love to have a collection of several. At the current moment, I own a 1957 Chevy, and there are several others, my wife would say many, that I wish to own for very personal reasons. See, my version of success would look like drudgery to others. But that's the value in it being a personal definition and one you are entitled to and do not need to defend. Your definition of success varies from others in the same way two people have different likes and tastes and see the world differently. But I want you to be careful not to set your definition by another person's guidelines. We've touched on this in previous podcasts. Your version is as distinct and different as you are distinct and different from anyone else. I've always had a great love for encouraging people, and that is the motivation, there's the key word, for me to do this podcast and to run the company by the same name, Think Your Reality. Doing this makes me feel satisfied, and that is a component of success. Providing an alternative perspective to people with a goal in mind is something that I did at every job I ever had, and got great satisfaction from it. It brought me a great sense of satisfaction to assist someone with a new angle by which to look at the decisions they felt needed to be made on their way to a goal they wished to attain. See, friends came to me and suggested that I do it and make a business out of it. Now, I have no intention of stopping this, whether I earn a living at it or not. It's simply what I am, and I get great joy from it. I hope in some way, shape, or form that I have provided this for you. I know it's where I'm supposed to be, and therefore I will stay the course. It's where I'm the happiest professionally. I've been happier doing this than any other career job I've ever had, and I have had quite the array of jobs over the years, so you better get used to me because I'm not going anywhere. At this writing, a short time into this adventure, I have not generated dime one. And I still enjoy doing this podcast, as I feel this is where I am supposed to be professionally. This is my place in life. I believe that life will bring to me that which I require from it, and I profess the same both in this program and in conversations I have with anyone who asks me, hey, what do you do? I am in my own way a guinea pig. My belief in what I do is strong enough that I can no sooner abandon this plan than I can stop breathing. If you feel this way about your life's direction, you are well on your way to being and telling the world of your success, your version of it. My wife asks me from time to time, when do you think it'll produce the results you want? And my response is, it is now. I'm doing what I've chosen to do. The compensation will come. See, it's direction and action come first, success second, compensation third. Immediate compensation not present cannot and never will derail your progress, be it slow or expedient. Let's say you're defining your life's pursuit, and to your dismay, you don't seem to fit a particular spot or place. If you find that this describes you, that you don't fit a category, make one. Chances are there is someone similar to you that would benefit from you doing this. If you believe in the axiom riches in niches, this is an excellent example of applying the 180-degree theory, where most people see the absence of something they desire as a reason to quit looking. You and I see it as a great opportunity to define ourselves the path we are on and make great contributions to others. And that is great success and joy in life, giving your life's goals more value and impact on the world around you. Which one describes your path currently? Job, career, or calling? Which one do you have? Which one do you want? A job is easily replaced. A career is good in that it somewhat specializes you in a particular discipline and business. A calling is where I feel most successful people find themselves. It does not fit the common mold of get a job, work for 40 or so years, and hope you have enough to retire on and not have to depend on family to meet your needs in your later years. A career is better, and yet still you're at the mercy of a takeover, downsizing, or outright priced out of the market due to a company's change in direction or a climate change in that industry. A calling is one where you simply belong. It's where you find yourself using the innate talents you have, the tools with which you were born, and the conviction to stay the course regardless of the naysayers or change in the economy. Persistence pays. Those with a calling are so wrapped up in the pursuit that they pay little attention to anything else. Common distractions like social media, mainstream media, or the everyday discussions about politics, they may not have a clear path, and yet they have the intestinal fortitude to make a path. They are the dreamers in the world. They define their own success, and they live a happier and more satisfied existence. And that's you. Recognize, react, replace, rinse, and repeat. Let me say it again. Recognize, react, replace, rinse, and repeat. Understanding where we go wrong with respect to the decisions we make is the first step to making the necessary adjustment toward our success. Recognizing the patterns is critical to correcting the habits we have that do us no good and will never get us any closer to the end result we desire and our ultimate definition of success. Pay close attention over the next few days and weeks and see if you can identify those patterns and steps immediately upon seeing these come surface or present themselves. React in any other way other than what you would have done. You've now broken that step. Now replace it with something, regardless of how uncomfortable it may feel, and continue to apply this principle. Remember, new steps, plans, or actions may feel out of the ordinary for a short time, and then rinse and repeat. What may sound rudimentary or fundamentally easy is often disregarded for the tried and true, and to the detriment of those that feel that way. The definition of insanity, I'm sure you've heard it, is doing the same thing repeatedly and expecting a different result. It does not work that way. We can no longer employ this practice if we are honest with ourselves about what we want out of our lives on the path to defining our success. I hope you found some value in this. I really do. My name is Mike Sims. This is the Think Your Reality podcast. And as always, have an absolutely awesome day, as you deserve nothing less.